white.
Okay. That's pretty white.
That's pretty white.
All right, here it is. We recently had a Super Bowl.
Oh, God.
All right, calm down. It's not what you think. We recently had a Super Bowl. What are your opinions on the commercials and trailers? Were they up to par? Were they no good?
Hey everyone, it's me, Joey, and you're watching the Council of Comics.
The commercials, honestly, the commercials, like Steve Hizzle is right. The commercials have been like so-so for the Super Bowl, for the last bunch of Super Bowls. I'm one of the few people that don't watch the Super Bowl for the commercials, because it's just like, I'll watch it for a football game, you know?
Right, that's as you should.
And maybe there's a good halftime show. And this year, it wasn't a good football game. And when the commercials, there was only like a couple that I kind of really remember.
Yeah.
Like there was like one of the best ones was it was Vin Diesel and I can't think of her name, the girl from Fast and the Furious.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah, they're in a car and they're playing the car, and she's having like a Haagen-Dazs and stuff. And like Ludacris pulls up and he's like, "No, I'm gonna go slow today," or something like that. And that was kind of cool. But other than that, I don't really watch the Super Bowl for like the commercials and stuff. I don't think there was any special trailers that like I saw of anything.
I was gonna say there was no trailers there where I was like, "Oh, cool," you know what I mean? Like How to Train Your Dragon.
Which
Jurassic Park
was coming out.
Oh my God, poor Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
it's Superman and the Fantastic
Four
gonna eat it alive.
Oh my
God,
there's no shot. There's no shot.
So Jurassic Park was disappointing.
No, it's just where Jurassic Park's gonna come out.
But also, I don't know. I didn't feel any special. I didn't feel any.
I don't know
buzz
who asked for
Fantastic
another.
Four.
Who
and this, who asked for another Jurassic Park?
Who asked for another Jurassic Park?
You know,
who's that for?
Weird.
Right?
Yeah, who's that for?
Thunderbolts was the only trailer, right?
No, it was Jurassic Park, Thunderbolts.
Well, no, Thunderbolts was a newer trailer for Thunderbolts.
The only debut of it.
That was the only debut.
I see.
Which was a great trailer. I don't know why people are so lackluster about it. I'm like, they shaded out the Sentry, which I thought was a wonderful move, so that who he is and what he's doing remains mysterious. You know, he's clearly even more powerful in the comics because they basically show him telekinetically just throwing everything around. I love that.
Is this gonna be another Suicide Squad though?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's where everyone's mind goes. Like, I was like, oh, this looks like a really good threat. And they all seem so down on their luck, you know? And unlike the Suicide Squad, it's not like there is a bomb in their neck. It's kind of like, do we want to try and do this because we want to be heroes? Bucky's trying to pull them together to be the heroes that he thinks they can be. There's so many fun things going on here. But no, let's just compare it to the Suicide Squad.
Isn't Bucky just like Flag then? Bucky's just Flag, and then don't they get told by the government to do this thing? Isn't that what the whole...
It doesn't look that way. It looks like Bucky tries to do this. I don't know.
I thought that woman from the government is the one that's like...
You mean Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Saturday Night Live alumni. Okay.
Yeah,
also superstar from the 9 seasons of Seinfeld.
Girlfeld. Yeah, she's gonna get them all. Yeah.
The Contessa.
It was a joke. I'm sorry. Don't be mad.
I
love him.
Put some respect on her goddamn name.
No, she's
awesome. Put some respect
she's
on
great.
her name.
Veep, right?
That's right. Veep, excellent. The New Adventures of Old Christine.
Well,
all right. We got what's his name? We got Coulson from that show. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. So I was like, do not sleep on her show.
Yes.
But Stitch had a good commercial. Now that I think about it, because Stitch actually, like, they made a commercial for the Super Bowl because he was on like the football field and stuff. Like, that was a pretty good one.
Oh, for the new Lilo Stitch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Action. Like, it was like they had him like on the football field, like running. It was cool.
That was my favorite commercial, if I'm being honest.
All right, the Stitch commercial.
I mean, honestly, it's the only one I remember. So yeah.
Well, Seal as a seal.
Seal as a seal. That was a Mountain Dew or something, right? Like, yeah, I remember that.
Ridiculous.
But if you're watching Super Bowls for the commercial, there's a special place in hell for you.
I'll see you there.
Wow, Joey just freaking hurt me.
Yeah. I was like, bro. And Joey, I'll see you.
I didn't see him come in.
Joey, I'll see you there, and I'll be driving your bus.
I pretty much agree with Joey. I did watch it, like the halftime show this year was better than the Super Bowl, but I do watch it for like the football game first.
Okay.
Hopefully, there's somebody good at halftime. So
I'm gonna say it now. That was the best halftime show ever in existence.
I don't know about ever, but I thought it was great.
I thought it was
I'll put it
good.
out there.
I thought it was great. Now, here's my problem. I do feel SZA was really delivering on the dance moves. Therefore, I felt she was lip syncing because, you know.
But she had a couple runs that were not
No, we're not
in the studio track.
No, I get it, but I also
No, because I feel the same.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying because I thought the same thing. Like it seemed very like lip syncing, but then she had those runs, so I was
Right,
like,
but when
maybe
she
it's
had, When
not.
she had those runs, she was not on the ground doing the splits and like I'm saying all that stuff where she was like getting down and doing like she was, she was saving herself up for it.
Being that the arrangement, like if you go back and watch it, like the arrangement is slightly different, so they could have also recorded
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Her that rendition for that performance, and she could still be lip syncing it, even though it's different runs. You know what I mean? So.
But it's still her work, and that's fine.
Yeah, she's an angel on earth.
Oh yeah, she was wonderful. I thought they were wonderful. I didn't think 1 second about the Drake beef. I just thought, wow, this is a really great performance. Good for them.
That's the one thing with me. It's like, all right, bro, give the Drake stuff a rest.
Well,
You
just
know
won
what
a
I mean?
Grammy.
Like,
Dude,
that was-
Like,
let's-
just won a
let's give it
Grammy.
a
Like,
Because in my opinion, so I know a lot of people love Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick Lamar was a mediocre rapper who had like one other hit, but this song blew up.
Nah, you're bugging.
And
Yeah, you
this
are.
is he only had one other big hit on the charts. That was Humble.
Bro, he
That's
has
it.
album cuts that are like.
No, that's not what I said. I said hits. You can love a track from an album and say it's dope. But I'm talking about hits, like how big he is right now. He's never been this big, and he got it off of a diss record.
But that's fine.
And he has that. And if you drop a record and you're an artist, in my opinion, again, you should be able to consistently drop hits. And he hasn't done that.
But I think that's what Drake aims to do. I don't think Kendrick aims to drop hits. Like Kendrick aims to present his music as like art.
An album, like a complete
Yeah.
album. That's my impression of it too. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know a whole lot about this situation, but that's the impression that I get is that it's like albums, like complete
Yeah.
albums, which is just when we start talking about like the music industry in general.
Right.
Like
I
we don't
think-
have like singles. I mean, we do, but not on the same level like it used to be. You know what I mean? There's more focus on here's all my music all at one shot, all
Yeah.
connected. It all means something, not just like here's one song at a time.
I think
For
that's
some
what
artists,
it is. It's not necessarily just Drake versus Kendrick. It's what that represents, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I look at Kendrick as like representing substance and art, whereas Drake, don't get me wrong, he can write hit records or whatever, but I just look at Drake as representing like the material side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the material, sometimes degrading side of, you know what I mean? It doesn't
Yeah, I
doesn't
get
hit.
that. I get. He's great. He's a good artist. I personally don't think he's great.
Who,
That's
Kendrick
my-
or Drake?
Kendrick.
Oh.
I don't think Drake's great either. So
Not one person here is trying to say Drake is great. Not one person here is trying to say that. We're all trying to say that Kendrick is a real artist.
he's a good artist. He's good.
Drake is talented. Like he don't get me wrong, like I'm not gonna front. Like he is talented. But then again, you have to question like what has Drake actually written himself? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know that Kendrick doesn't have ghostwriters. You know that he's writing all of that stuff. Whereas Drake, you don't even know. But there's still a level of talent. Like, Drake can sing, he can rap, and he can pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas, but you don't know where that comes from. Like, it could be like a whole group of people. It could be just like one specific ghostwriter. Whereas Kendrick is speaking from the heart, and I think it comes across in his music. You know what I mean? And he's actually saying something. Not to say that Drake has never said anything, but let's be real. For the most part, Drake is always talking about the same. Everything is material. Everything is like stuff that I'm not even gonna get into right now.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, like not being like totally familiar like with his music, but like me watching that halftime show, like, and not really totally understanding the whole Drake Kendrick thing. Like I kind of like on the surface I get it, but I don't know all the lore behind it. But that wasn't even what stood out to me. It was also just like the message that he was trying to put across culturally.
Yeah,
you know what I
with
mean?
Sam,
And that's what really with Samuel
Sam
Jackson.
being like, shut up, be a good entertainer.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
what you're
yeah,
supposed to do. Don't be too loud. Don't be too ghetto. And then
Right.
Kendrick is, to me, like it was perfect. I loved it.
Yeah, that was good too.
I thought it hit harder because of like the, not just the Drake Kendrick thing, but there was an underlying message, and it wasn't, to me at least, it wasn't that hard to grasp. I don't know why people had like
People just want
such a hard
stuff to argue
time.
about.
Sure,
that.
man.
Do we think James Gunn dropped the ball by not giving us a
Superman stuff?
Superman?
No.
trailer?
That's more on the
I'm honestly
marketing.
now that Joey showed me the DC previews, I'm almost like, nope, he didn't. because DC over the next a few weeks from now, when all that stuff is coming out, Superman is coming for us. Okay,
yeah, there's a lot of Superman stuff going
there's
on.
a lot of Superman stuff going to come at us. So I don't think he dropped the ball. I think if anything, it might control the hype a little bit.
Yeah, I think people are just hungry for more, obviously, because this is a big movie. But I as soon as I heard that it was like, oh, this is gonna be connected to the Puppy Bowl, I brought my expectations down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas I think people and whatever, you can do whatever. People get excited, almost get too excited. Like the expectations, I think were just kind of
Puppy Bowl had a
ridiculous.
closer game.
Yeah, for real, man. But also it's like the trailer for Superman just came out not that long
Right,
ago. If
very,
you really
very,
stop and think about it, and it's a long time yet before the movie.
Same thing with Fantastic Four. Like they both just came out, so
Right.
they're not gonna.
You gotta what to expect more than what you got. I think
Yeah.
was maybe a little much. But then it's also on the marketing team to also not promise things that it seemed like they didn't really deliver on, because it was like it's going to be this sneak peek. Okay,
Right.
well, what does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. It should be at least some new footage, and I don't know that it even was that.
Do you guys think they should have held off on the Superman and Fantastic Four trailers and then waited to do it on the Super Bowl?
I was just thinking about that. Maybe Fantastic Four, just because that was closer to it.
Yeah.
Superman, probably not. I don't. Maybe.
They're coming out around the same time. What does it even matter?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly,
at this
like,
point.
why do we need a million trailers for these movies so that we see the entire movie by the time it
Right,
even
right.
comes out?
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm sold already.
Yeah, I don't know, normalize going back to one a teaser and a trailer, and then that's it.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
We don't need a million TV
There's 3
spots.
trailers and then a final trailer, and it's just like I know everything.
And then
Yeah.
you get the teaser for the teaser.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what we're getting now too.
In recent years, the trailers have been better than the movies in some cases.
Some of these
So it's
cases, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still scared that may be true.
Yeah, I know.
Find out.
Thank you guys. Love your opinions.
Monster!
I can feel the energy flow. So intense how the energy glow. When my energy low, that's when my enemies show. I let my enemies know. I take my enemy's soul and burn my enemy's gold. Yeah, intent's amazing. Spider-Man villain, Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, all the same villains. Jokers, goblins, Luther's the president. Catwoman, let the venom in. I'm dealing with these penguins that want me to kneel before Zod. It's a job for Castle. Through roads like a war machine to find Destro's castle. Xavier schools filled with fools, teaching young mutants how to misuse the powers with which we all fuse. America's frozen in ice. Wonder Woman's disappeared into the night. So Wonder Girl wanders through the years, wondering why no one can explain the tears. Causing havoc, seduced by Madeline, lost in limbo with magic. Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis, surrender annihilation, resurrection of the righteous. Stole the signal from Soundwave as I fought off Ravage. My optimist was lying on the ground dying. I'm missing my MJ, can't live without Lois. Rise at my lowest, going through storms like a road that can't be touched. Watch her hit a warn, forced to trust. New Jedi being born, in an empire soon to be dust. But Yoda's gone, and our fathers are fighting with decisions that made them turn. Had the temple burn, and that's when Mama lost her will to live. Hit me in the sand, and set me off the Dagobah to learn. Lose my hand in return as the hero. Soon as I get there, everything will be alright. I'll be your hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save your life. Save your Yeah, soon as they get here, everything will be alright.